Libra, how are you? This is a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I hope you had a lovely solar return. Happy birthday to all the Libra babies. We are now comfortably into Scorpio season, so the energies may be shifting for you. That's to be expected, but we're into the depths now, the deep water, and nothing much else to report on the cosmos. I do have some interesting oracle for you, so I'm going to get right into it. From Spirit Animal Oracle, the first card you got was Giraffe Spirit in reverse. It's card 29. 2 and 9 is 11. So there is a connection to your higher self, talking about alignment with your path. But Giraffe Spirit says in its upright, see the big picture, right? Like, don't lose the forest for the trees. But in its reverse energy, it's telling you that some perspective is needed. Don't lose the forest for the trees, but remember that the trees come first. So tend to them. Tend to yourself where you stand. And remember that any real transformation begins where you are. So that was pretty interesting. The second deck was Shaman's Dream. You got another 11 cards. So now we have 1111. There's some numerological significance there. And the card is Deep Quiet, Meditation, and Stillness. And this is telling you that the cosmos is inviting you to go deep, to get very still within yourself and listen for that still small voice, right? What is it that you, Libra, what is it that you truly need? And one of the things that it said that I thought was really interesting was, remember that you want to catch spirit on a whisper, not a shout. So this card's sort of letting you know before you crash and burn or get ill or something befalls you, right? Go within, get very still, get very quiet, and listen for the voice, the still small voice within you, which is spirit, trying to give you some direction. And I do feel it's very connected to Giraffe Spirit in reverse, because both cards are calling you into yourself instead of being like the Hanged Man, where you're looking over everything. It's calling you in to get very much in touch with yourself. And as does the third card, Enchanted Map, you got card 4, Spirit of Place. Someone else got this card recently. I didn't stop to look and see who it was, but the message of Spirit of Place is also that the answers lie within. So whatever it is that your issue that you're dealing with, you've got to kind of embody it. So for example, it says if your issue relates to a struggle, right, a big struggle or a challenge, then the answer is to relax and let go of your need to control it. If your issue is about finding love or receiving love, then the answer is to embody love instead of longing for it. Okay, so Spirit of Place is just telling you to, once you have all eyes on yourself, once you are very much in touch with yourself, Libra, and you're very centered and you're listening to what your body needs, to what your heart needs, to what your emotional body needs, then just embody it. Really interesting messages. So I like that for you. Moving on to tarot. Yay! If you are new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading that you will consider joining us by subscribing. For those of you who have been watching forever and ever, but yet just haven't subscribed and keep losing me, you know, people come in and say, oh, I lost you, I couldn't find you. Well, subscribe. That won't happen. It doesn't cost you a thing. It really is a nice energetic exchange. It helps me get my message out to more people, and I greatly appreciate it. Okay. There's also a link below in the description box if you want to get on the email list so you never miss a reading. I send them out like twice a week. So if you already watched it, you can just delete it. And if you missed it, you can like grab it right there from your email inbox. So there's a link there that says, don't miss another reading. Okay, let's see what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Well, so that's your intuition coming forward. There's something going on. You've got your spidey senses. Okay, So the challenge card, it's interesting because the High Priestess doesn't speak and could very well represent, Libra, that, you know, the separation or the lack of communication between you and your divine counterpart, and then what's crossing you is the communication card. So we'll see what that's speaking to. Underneath, yes, there are Four of Cups. You may be preoccupied, at least at a subconscious level, with some measure of emotional detachment, something that you're not happy about, possibly related to a painful ending of a cycle in the past. This is looking backward a little bit. What's crowning you here is the Eight of Pentacles. I like the earth energy for you. What crowns you is where you're going to gain strength to bring about your desired outcome. And that is just like, put your head down and focus, right? Remember I was telling you, here's the forest, well, here's the tree. Get zeroed in on the tree. I know, weird metaphor, but it was in your oracle. And, you know, really sort of focus on a creative solution to this problem that's right in front of you. That will help you achieve your outcome. Danger, Will Robinson. We've got a little conflict going on here. Maybe something going on. There feels like there may be some continued conflict. It could be that you are feeling conflicted, or you will be feeling conflicted, or that there's something that you're still trying to work through and sort through from a past cycle. Wow. Message from Spirit, Ten of Pentacles. That is stability, life partnership, abundance. Jupiter is direct now, so things should be starting to, you know, to flow a little bit more easily in terms of bringing about the stability we're looking for in our everyday life. What we're trying to grow and build. The energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of. Hello. The Two of Cups here, there's love, there's soulmate energy. Here's your hopes and or fears around reciprocity, some measure of equal give and take, or even just generosity from your divine counterpart. And going forward, we have a potential outcome of the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords to me just suggests that you may get caught up in your head again, right? You may overthink a situation. So we'll take a look. The only major arcana we have here is Pisces and the High Priestess. I feel like you're not talking. I feel like there's a lack of communication. Three of Cups. So your divine counterpart, your divine masculine, may be caught up in another situation. That Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords is your anxiety around it, and there's more you need to learn. The Page of Pentacles is underneath. I feel like there's something more that you need to kind of understand about what's going on. You may be in the dark about it. You may have some intuition around it, but I feel like it's causing some internal anxiety. And possibly because you cannot communicate with this person, or you're just not in communication at this time. So let's look at the Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with someone that's committed elsewhere. I say that because I've got the Nine of Wands on this Four of Cups. It's like you haven't really given up, but you're being kept at arm's length emotionally. You're not happy about that. No, who would want to be? I mean, who would be? And then we have the King of Pentacles with the with your own card there, Libra, the Justice card. So you could be dealing with somebody that you see as a life partner, and there may be someone else in the mix. Now, you could be in a marriage and feel that your partner has stepped out. That's also one possibility. It's not the biggest hit I'm getting. The biggest hit I'm getting is you're dealing with someone who's committed elsewhere, and you're not in communication with them, and you don't really know what's going on, and you really need some restoration of balance in the situation, something that feels a little more fair, because you're the one that's sort of being kept at arm's length. I feel at some point this situation came to a head. Well, Libra, I almost get the feeling that you were kind of set free. The Ten of Swords is normally indicating a painful ending, the ending of a painful cycle. And then the next card out is the Fool, almost feeling like you've been liberated, right? Set free. And the Queen of Cups, your emotions are intact, your heart, you're operating from a sense of higher vibration, love and empathy and compassion, probably for yourself most of all. And here underneath is this Eight of Pentacles that's now going to come from the top of the deck. So on some level, I feel like you didn't put all your attention on it. You just kind of broke loose. I'm just seeing like, hey, I'm out of the situation. I'm headed in a new direction. I'm feeling liberated from the pain of this situation. Even though your heart, you're still leading with your heart and Queen of Cups energy, I feel like you didn't want to focus on it. That's why you're getting the message now, right? Yeah, this was you with the Fool saying, well, look at this beautiful forest. And now the Oracle is saying, yeah, get to the tree. Focus on the trees. So I like that that's coming about, because that is going to get you closer to your goal. Yep, overcoming the obstacles. 2 Sag cards in a row with Leo here. I feel you want this person to return. Knight of Wands. You're sort of focused here on kind of getting up and over it all. The Strength card, I know it's hard for you to see. The Strength card to me in this particular case is your confidence level. Right? Like, yeah, I kind of let it go. What happened. It was a thing. I let it go. I moved in a new direction, but I really didn't figure it out. There's something here that's not quite really done, and there's more you need to know before you can process the whole situation. So I think you're focusing on getting your confidence up to overcome the obstacles of the past. I feel they're in the past. I don't feel they're really in the present. And you're looking for this person to return, you know, with some measure of understanding that it will happen when it's meant to happen. Could be you returning to them. That's very possible, Libra, but it's coming through with such strong Jupiter energy that it almost feels unexpected coming towards you. Right? Like as you focus more, as you get closer and closer to understanding more, there it is. Unexpected. Or there they are, I should say. And the Wheel of Fortune is underneath. So I almost feel like it's not something you're consciously anticipating, and then all of a sudden it's there, and boom, 5 of Wands. We're back into the seat of the conflict. Well, what I'm seeing here is a kind of a be careful what you wish for going forward energy. I feel like all the conflict and chaos and conflict of the past is going to kind of come back, you know, and bite you, you know where. That 5 of Cups, it feels like there will be some remorse and sadness, maybe, you know, some reflection on regrets of the past, and then all of a sudden you get stuck. I mean, this is what you wished for. You wished for this return, and then I feel like it kind of brings you back to the scene of the crime. But it's definitely a be careful what you wish for kind of energy coming through. And not so much because it puts you in any danger, Libra. That's not what I'm seeing. But it brings you back to what you decided, like, I don't need to pay attention to this. The Fool. Boom. This is done. Great. I'm off in a new direction. And so that's what I feel happened. And now that you're inviting this energy back in, you're going to go back to square one to have, you know, in order to process it and deal with it fully. So let's see what Spirit says. I feel like the communication that comes in may definitely be something that you're looking for grounding, for a sense of projecting into the future. Obviously, the Ten of Pentacles can represent family. It can, so this, like I said before, this could be a marriage situation, either the two of you being married or you being involved with someone else who's married. I'm not feeling you're the married one, quite frankly, unless you are, a part of a couple. But I feel like the communication is around that energy of life partnership, is around what does the future hold. And then I see the Four of Pentacles. And I feel as if, your guard may be up, or you may be being guided to guard your heart, because what's underneath is the Three of Swords. So, be careful what you wish for. Don't get your hopes up. I mean, I'm seeing a little bit of a message here, more to serve you, to prepare you for the communication that I do feel is coming in. We have the Eight of Wands twice. Whether you initiate or they initiate doesn't matter. Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person, wow, Libra, the energy surrounding you, you may be unaware of. I feel like this is your twin, your soulmate, definitely coming back, totally different, transformed, or at least that's the story they're going to tell. Wanting commitment, that's why this Ten of Pentacles, you're being told, be careful, have proper boundaries in place. Four of Pentacles, you might want to guard your heart a bit when this conversation comes in, because I feel like whoever it is, this is a divine masculine that is coming back to seal the deal, put a ring on it kind of energy, and move toward life partnership. Or at least that's what they will probably communicate. Wow. And then you may find yourself in some measure of conflict. Now, this can be your energy too. Just let me say that. You may be unaware that you are concocting this in your mind's eye. So, giraffe spirit, the big picture, this may be the story that is unfolding in your vision of the future. So if that's true for you, if you're like, yes, if this person were to return and, be somehow transformed and offer some measure of commitment, or something, up-leveling the connection to lead toward life partnership down the road, that's what you're kind of after. If that's what's going on, own that, because you may be setting yourself up for some disappointment. Okay, so it can go either way. Only you know for sure. Six of Pentacles is your hopes or fears. Yeah. Well, this is definitely you waiting for the one you love, exercising some measure of self-control and restraint, taking care of you. I'm glad to see that. Queen of Pentacles, putting yourself first. You really do want this reciprocity. That's your hope, that in time, temperance, in time, just by virtue of allowing everything to come into balance, all the energies to come into balance, that you will receive that which you have given, especially in terms of your heart. That the energy will come back toward you that you have given toward the love of your life. So I do feel like you're feeling this life partnership energy a little bit more strongly than I realized in the beginning. So that's something we need to kind of think about. Yeah, and you're going to be all worried that you're going to go right back into the Ten of Swords, that it really is over, and that all hope is lost. So I feel you're going to get caught up in your head about that, overthinking the situation, and just waiting to be dumped and ghosted. So now that I see this outcome, I am going to add a postscript to this lovely reading, Libra, that I really do feel now that this could be more your energy. Normally it's something going on around you you're unaware of, but because you keep getting called within by the oracle, and if you skip that part, go and watch it, because I kind of feel it sets the whole tone. You're not in communication with this person, and you're focusing on getting your confidence, like what happens if they come back. And I see the potential for, you know, conflict to ensue because, you know, what ended and you kind of let it go and you didn't process it. Once you process it, it may not be as lovely a vision as you've been holding. So that's where I see spirits giving you a warning, like, okay, you're going to have a communication about it, but don't forget where from you came. And, you know, guard your heart appropriately. Hold something back for yourself, in other words. Because I see in the potential outcome is that that Eight of Swords gets the better of you, and you wind up just being like a sitting duck waiting for the Ten of Swords to come at you again. Okay, Libra, great to know this, because, you know, forewarned is forearmed. I think that's the way you say it. And the beautiful part of tarot is now that you see the potential, you will keep yourself from fantasy. You'll stay grounded in reality. You'll be aware of the potential pitfalls, and then this has a whole different outcome. So let me tell you who showed up. The link to the extended is below, by the way, and that's going to be from the perspective of the Divine Masculine, regardless of their sign. I'm going to pull a card for how they're showing up in the reading, how they're seeing the situation, how they feel about you, their intentions towards you, and another card from Spirit for advice for how to manage all their energy, and I'll close out with some oracle there too. But here's who showed up. We have Pisces, Libra, you're there, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, more Aquarius, Scorpio, more Sagittarius, and we have a King and Queen of Pentacles, can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Queen of Cups can have water sign energy to it. I just think it's you, but can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So that is what I see. I don't think I missed anything else. Okay, so the link is below for the extended. I look forward to seeing you there, Libra. Otherwise, stay well, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.